This is the Coin Show Podcast. A podcast about coins and coin collecting from the perspective of both dealers and collectors. Hosted by two guys with a passion for collecting and a combined experience of over 50 years in the coin industry. Here's Matt Dinger and Mike Nottleman on the Coin Show Podcast.
It is episode 220 of the Coin Show Podcast. I'm Mike.
And I am Matt. What is shaking tonight, everybody?
And so we've got a really nice, sweet little show for you tonight.
Yeah.
We are going to talk about your coolest things.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to answer any listener questions that come our way through the chat.
That's right.
But most importantly, we're going to do the news.
We are going to do the. Oh wait, yeah. Let me hit that button.
But first, the news.
Oh, buddy, oh boy, oh pal. Who is the news brought to you by?
The news is brought to you by Belt Loops, celebrating over a century of making belts work. Belts are a good invention, but let's face it, they're nothing without belt loops. Since 1922.
Belt Loops. I like it. I love it, actually. That's a good one.
The coin market is healthy and apparently wealthy.
Yeah, you're not kidding. I read through this story while I was setting up for the show, and it's a pretty cool coin.
So sales at the recent Central Stage show, which we were both at.
Yep.
There were some exceptional coins, and they got some exceptionally high money. And
the market is still strong, buddy. I mean, it's really chugging along.
Yeah. It's like, well, they talk about, all this, the economy's bad and inflation and all this. You wouldn't know it by coins.
Right. You wouldn't know it by the rare coin market right now. I mean, it's crazy how good this market is for such a junky economy.
Yes. And considering the fact that coins have been kind of doing poorly for the last couple of decades.
Right.
It's nice to see a rebound.
Right.
So some of the highlights are listed in this article, but 5 of these coins sold for over 50 grand a piece.
Yeah, that's a lot of money for a coin. I mean, the average collector does not just plop down 50 G's on a coin and be like, all right, yep, that's for me. No.
Yeah.
No, these are people that are either well-to-do or they're investors or people, just looking to put coins away for a while. And that's what happens. These coins disappear off the market, and they're never to be seen for another 20 or 30 years. It's crazy.
I mean, 58,750 for a half dime at 1,800 half dime.
Yeah, well, I mean, these are from Legend, right? Yeah. Yeah, these are from Legend. Legend sells primo stuff. To get stuff in their auction, it has to be nice. It just has to be nice.
Yeah, well, it's a 65 plus. I mean, I would expect
that'll do it.
So the one that's in the article that you're showing right now, that one is an 1807 dime PCGS MS65 that sold for 58,750.
Yeah, I mean, that's a new car. That's a nice new car.
Yeah. That's more than twice what my parents paid for the house I was born in.
There you go. Like, that's my point. Like,
yeah,
that tells you everything you need to know about the coin market. It's nice and healthy.
There are also signs of change at the U.S. Mint.
Okay.
And I say this because change and U.S. Mint are generally not found in the same sentence.
I like what you did there with that.
Yeah, so for the third Congress in a row, a bill has been introduced to allow the Treasury to change the composition of U.S. coinage.
So they keep passing this legislation, but then nothing happens.
Well, that's the problem, is they don't quite get it through. Because I think if it got to the president's desk, it probably would have been signed by either of the last 3.
Right. Yeah, I think so too.
But that hasn't been the case.
Right.
I mean, look, even at this point, right, it's like there's just legislation that's been introduced. But in my opinion, that if something gets introduced 3 sessions in a row, that it's top of mind for somebody and for
somebody who's probably tenured because it's been introduced 3 times in a row. So it's on somebody's mind.
So there's still tons of steps ahead if this new change is going to become law.
Man,
But the fact that 3 consecutive Congresses have examined it can be encouraging if you're not stupefied by the fact that it hasn't passed yet.
you're just wrecking me with the puns tonight, pal. It's
But I
good.
digress.
I know. Don't ever change.
Because on real planet Earth, the U.S. Mint made $1.25 billion with a B coins in April of 2023.
1.25 billion coins, huh?
1.25 billion coins.
It's a lot of coins. April of 23 is the third largest month for coin production since April of 2022.
Yeah. So currently the coins being made are primarily for circulation, although Kennedy half dollars have been ordered by the Fed for circulation to banks in 21 and 22. But there's no signs that this trend is going to continue this year.
Yeah.
We'll find out later.
Yeah.
Year-to-date production is still just over 9 million coins. Oddly missing from the mint reports are the innovation dollar numbers.
Well, it's probably because they didn't make any.
No, they have been released. That's kind of my... I'm talking about the year-to-date report.
Oh, okay.
The year-to-date report doesn't show it at all.
That is weird.
I think it is. I mean, it's almost like it's an underground coin series, right?
Right.
It's not in mid sets, not in proof sets, but it's sold in both as side sets and largely ignored by a vast majority of collectors.
Yeah, you're not kidding.
But, I mean, my thought on that is that can go either way. You can wind up with something that ends up being relatively valuable because nobody paid attention when it was around, or you can end up with just another commemorative series that nobody cares about.
I think nowadays the days of a rare circulating coin are gone. They just make entirely too many coins, even of unpopular series.
Yes. The one thing I think that these coins have going for them is the fact that the blanks tarnish so fast.
Oh, we've been talking about this for years.
I know, and I'll get back on that bandwagon of saying, that, look, I think that, pristine colored coins are going to command a premium.
Right. Yeah. I agree with you just as much as I did the 10 years ago when you first brought this up.
It makes sense. It just hasn't quite hit the grading services yet.
Right.
Yeah, so I don't know. The designs for this year's innovation dollars were published by Coin World News.
Ooh, okay.
Coins.
Yeah, we looked at some of these.
Yeah. So, as you can see, Indiana's dollar features a car accident, of course.
No, it does not.
It does. Look, there's 4 cars on top of each other.
There's 3, and one of them's a race car.
They're on top of each other. That's a car accident.
Okay. Your spatial awareness and ability to see in 3 dimensions is lacking. I think you need to go get your glasses checked.
I'm still saying it's a car wreck.
Okay.
The lung transplant design is cool.
We talked about that.
I'm also a fan of the Underground Railroad design.
It's not bad. Yeah.
But the Higgins boat's kind of
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's pretty cool. They should have left out whatever the heck is going on behind it. The lumpy mashed potatoes on the horizon behind.
They wanted to show it in action.
No,
right?
they didn't. If they wanted to show it in action,
it doesn't work. Yeah, you'd have people on it.
Right. It's not showing it in action. It's showing it on the beach with some lumpy mashed potatoes in the background.
Their fear was, and this is so American. I think their fear was that if they put people in it, they would think Higgins boat meant
the guy in the boat. Yeah,
guy in the boat. I swear to you, it's got to
be. Are we that far to catering to ding dongs that's the train of thought behind what you're telling me right now?
Lately?
Oh, that's true. You're not wrong.
So say what you want about the mint overproducing series. I think the influx of new coin designs is awesome, and this program is another example of why.
I will say what I want about the mint producing too many coins. Because they do.
Yeah, absolutely. Say what you want. But the fact of the matter is that, we've ended up with some really nice designs in this series.
They're not bad. They're not my favorite. I mean, this is just another series.
One of my favorites is in this series, and that's the telephone dial.
Yeah, that one's pretty cool. I like that one.
It's
the
so
video
cool.
game one was cool too.
Yes, player one. Let's see. Moving along, the Native American dollar coin this year salutes Maria Tallchief, the first Native American prima ballerina.
Got it.
And this design raises a few questions for me.
Okay, go for it.
So first, the motto says American Indians in ballet. And to quote the Big Lebowski, I don't think that's the proper nomenclature, dude. I just wonder where that's coming from.
Shouldn't it say Native
We've been
Americans
told
in ballet?
Right. Well, it's the Native American dollar program, isn't it?
Yeah.
This one says American Indians in ballet. So apparently that was a term that must have been preferred by Ms. Tallchief.
Or maybe they just didn't ask and did whatever they wanted.
I don't see that happening out of the blue. I think that there has to be some logical explanation. I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt.
I'm definitely not.
Okay. And that's our show.
I think, yeah, right. That's what we do here. If you're new, this is how we roll.
Now, also featured this week in World Coin News is the 5 designs for American women on quarters.
Okay.
And as always, some cool stuff.
We have another Maria Tallchief.
Anything odd. That's right.
Yeah.
So isn't there someone else who richly deserves to be honored but will not be?
Man, that Eleanor Roosevelt creeps me out every time I see it.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, look at that thing. That thing is I wish there was a bigger picture of it on this story. That looks like George W. Bush in a dress with a hat on.
I think you have a Bush fixation.
No, I don't. Trust me, it does. I want to see one of these in hand. I actually cannot wait to see one of these in hand to see how goofy this thing looks.
The one that I can't wait to see in hand is the Hovita Idar. And that's the one that's got all the words in the
on the dress or
dress that she's wearing.
Yeah.
Because as a proof, it's fine. But I don't know as a circulation strike how it's going to work.
Some of the letters are incused, I believe, too. At least from the drawing.
Yes, Hovita Idar is.
Yeah, it sure looks like it. So interesting.
But okay, so isn't there somebody else who should be honored?
I don't know, man. Maria Tallchief gets 2.
The same woman
gets
on 2 different commemorative series in the same year.
Hey, don't get me wrong. I love women, all women of the world. But yeah, I think you're exactly right.
I just think this is probably an oversight. This probably happened because they wanted to honor her.
2 different committees.
The left hand didn't know what the right hand was doing.
Yeah, 2 different committees. And then maybe it got to the CCAC and they were like,
Well, yeah, what's worse is it went through CCAC. Yeah. So you kind of wonder about that, but
maybe we can ask Dennis. Say, hey, Dennis.
All they can do is recommend, right?
Dennis, what's shaking, buddy? How'd this happen?
I'd say, well, you guys did this one,
Yeah.
Kennedy $50 bags are still available.
This is the little ones, the 200 coin, like $100 face value bags.
Yeah, so I like the option available in the 200 coin bag. It's got 100 P's and 100 D's.
Yeah, kind of an archaic way.
Like us, it's perfect because it gives me 5 rolls of each.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of an archaic way though. The bag system, they haven't used it in several years, so.
Well, you got to get rid of all that cloth somehow,
right?
Because they're not using them for real coins anymore.
Yeah.
I think people still like having the bags and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. When we cut it open, there was a fight in the office over who gets it.
Really?
So, oh, yeah, people like those things.
You guys arm wrestle over it or something? Like
No, not really. I mean, there's tons of them, but the point is that people do like them and they like to keep them.
Huh. Yeah. Okay.
I will also say that, and this is just my experience, the quality control on them is not necessarily perfect.
Yeah.
Up with a couple extra $50 in it.
Really? You get free money?
We did.
Nice. I love it.
And while I am not typically a fan of presidential medals, there is something about Lincoln and Lincoln stuff that just has a cool factor to
it. This is actually a classic design.
The first time I, excuse me, The first time I saw this design was as a small bronze medal, which I can only assume was a restrike.
Well, they made originals at the Mint.
Yeah.
And
But I
they
mean, I
were-
really like that medal.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And so the US Mint has re-released that exact medal as a 5-ounce silver medal. And the design is exactly the same. So I mean, it's just a really cool medal. They were struck well after he was assassinated.
Right.
So it's not really a presidential medal per se.
How much are the 5-ounces? Just curious.
It's in the story.
No, it's not. It can't be right.
Let's
Presidential
see.
silver medal is priced at $75. It ain't 5 ounces then.
No, you're right about that.
It can't be 5
And
ounces.
99% fine silver, 1.598 inches in diameter. This has got to be a 1-ounce piece.
Yeah. Yeah. It is definitely
Got to
not.
be a 1-ounce piece.
Not.
And all the rest of the presidential silver medals are big.
Maybe they wanted to make more. I don't know. Maybe they were running short of silver to use. Who knows, buddy?
Oh, you know they probably are
Right?
short of silver.
Yeah, that's probably true.
So yeah, I like that.
It's a cool design. All those presidential medals are cool, especially since it is an old design. I really like the wreath on it, man. Like, yeah, the different kinds of wreaths.
It just looks so Lincoln era. You know what I mean?
Correct. Yes.
Now, moving along, you can take the coin out of the collector, but you can't take the collector out of the picture.
What?
So it's really convoluted logic, but I was trying to think of something because it's like I think about this every time I see physical Bitcoins.
Oh, yeah. Gosh.
And even worse yet, PCGS graded Bitcoins. So, I mean, this is clearly not what these are about. And truthfully, the idea of a physical digital currency kind of pretzels your mind.
I picked one of these out of a junk box at a coin show one time.
They're valuable.
For
People like
$5.
them.
And a whole Bitcoin on it too. It's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
So do you have that still?
No, heck no. I sold it a long
sell
time
it?
ago. Yeah, man.
Got it out of your wallet?
It was never in my wallet. I know enough about cryptocurrency to get me in trouble. Basically, the key to transfer it is hidden behind a sticker, and to get to it, you have to destroy the sticker on the physical coin. So, as long as your sticker is intact, then in theory, your Bitcoin is still there.
Allegedly. And no, there's no way to check on it.
Supposedly, actually, there is. They have a little code on the front that you can make sure that the coin is still there.
Okay. So, I mean, there's just absolutely no shock whatsoever that people collect these.
Yeah, I mean, collectors collect. That's what we do.
I just don't know why. I mean, because it's not money.
Well, I mean, it is and it isn't. You know how it goes.
To
each his own.
It's a walking contradiction, is what.
Well,
it
but
is.
to each his own, man. You know, I'm not going to crap on somebody.
No. I'm not going to crap on somebody's birthday cake, but I'm just saying that it seems to be like a giant walk. It's like an oxymoron.
Yeah.
A physical Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Military intelligence. It just seems to follow that same logic.
Oh boy.
The International Association of Currency Affairs, the IACA, gave their 2023 Excellence in Currency Awards, and the Canadian Death Toonie is the winner.
Oh, you know, I still need to get me a couple of these. I don't have one yet.
Oh, when you get them, I want one. I absolutely want one. So, I mean, look, personally, we love this coin, right? But, I mean, is it or is it not just the fact that it's a super high contrast design?
Death Toonie. Yeah, I don't know, man.
You like that, did you?
Yeah.
The Canadian Death Toonie.
Death Toonie. Yeah, that's good. I like that. Wait. Where's my voices? Hold on.
The Canadian Death Toonie.
There we go. Sorry. Okay.
Yeah. So what do you got? You got the Death Toonie here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's kind of cool looking. I think that any high contrast metals would likely have had the same effect.
Yeah. I mean, it's just
and they're
something
only
new.
making them for the 1 year.
Yeah.
No, I mean it's just really cool, and it's something I think they're going to be very collectible for years to come.
I like to side with the polar bear on it. I mean, obviously they're making it for Her Majesty, but The polar bear side's pretty cool, if you ask me.
Well, the polar bear will remain beyond this year too.
Well, yeah, sure, but it won't have the black ring, the death ring, or whatever.
The circle of death.
Oh God!
So, coins marking the coronation of Charles III have been released in America's hat as well, and even though they feature a portrait of his dead mother, it seems to me like he really is getting a rough time. He's not being well accepted.
No, I think even our friends over across the pond would tell us this. We have friends across the pond that listen to our show, and I have heard
to understand
that.
what a precedent this is.
Well, sure.
That it's never happened before that they've kept a monarch on the coins past their death into the next year, beyond the coronation of the current monarch.
Yeah, I mean, even Victoria, who was another long-lived queen of England, I don't think they did that with her either. So,
Well, I mean, look, Elizabeth had all kinds of things going for her.
Right.
Very, very popular.
Sure.
I don't know. And just so you think that Canada doesn't do a lot of the same crap the U.S. Mint does, except they seem to do it better. This year's specimen dollar set features a dollar coin from the Conservation Series.
Wow. What is that?
So this is a sage grouse. So yes, they also make too many dollar coins commemorating too many things.
Looks like I can't even say what that looks like, but I would call it.
Look at a grouse.
Well, yeah, looks like a chicken.
The picture, actually, the color photo looks better than the coin. It is kind of hard to tell what it is.
Looks like a chicken with his boobs out.
Well, it's something. Yeah.
I mean, it's accurate.
It's not inaccurate.
The coin is just strange looking, though. I mean, it without knowing, because 90+% of the world has no idea what a greater Canadian sage grouse looks like. So
this is true. It kind of looks like a turkey.
It does.
And you know that this is the animal puffing itself up to, because it's feeling threatened.
Right. Don't tread on me, turkey.
Yeah. And with that massive chesticles coming out.
Just say chesticles. Oh, okay. We got to move on from that story. Holy cow.
Let's see. Wow. So, do you remember? Hold on. Do you remember 2 years ago?
Barely.
There was one of the aforementioned home runs of the Royal Canadian Mint in the Easter eggs.
Yes. Okay.
For Ukraine.
Yes.
For Ukraine.
Yeah.
So they have raised over $1 million in relief for those affected by the war in Ukraine.
Well, see, that's cool. That's where a coin program actually does some good. Most times we look at a coin and it's just like, oh, that design sucks, or oh, I really like that. And then other than that, it's about a company or a mint selling them. But this was actually going towards a good cause. So
it's going towards a good cause. And look at the coins.
Right.
They're beautiful.
They're not bad. I can't say I dislike them.
Okay, they're intricate. How about that?
Okay, we can go with that. Yeah, I'm down with that. Sure.
So, but
did you buy one?
I did not. But I mean, look, they didn't make that many of them.
Well, that's true as well. But they raised $1 million.
I would love to own one. I really would.
They raised $1 million for Ukraine. So there you go.
And then we have a coin that, in my mind, kind of exemplifies the polar opposite.
Ooh. What?
So this Pobjoy Mint masterpiece is made in lustrous copper nickel.
Ooh.
For the people of the British Antarctic Territory.
That's not a thing.
No. It features a NASA logo and the surface of the moon.
Or a pizza, whatever.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah. But this one is them making coins to sell coins. So this one is purely
This is one of those ones I was talking about before. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, this is purely mercenary. It's not made for a government. It's not made to be used as money. It's not even precious metal.
And his ear is too small.
And there are no proceeds going to any good cause.
Right, just going to the Pobjoy Mint.
Which, in their opinion, is pretty good cause.
Yikes spikes.
And finally, in the news, it's that time of 2 years again.
Yep.
So the ANA elections are coming up.
Okay.
The ANA board candidates have been announced.
Yeah.
There is one candidate for president, so I think we know who that's going to be. There are 2 candidates for vice president, and there are 12 candidates for governor, of which we elect, I think, what is it, 6?
That's a good question. I forget exactly how many. Let me see if I can read down the story here. No, of course not. I don't. It might be 10. For some reason, I feel like it's 10. I could be wrong, but I think it might be 10.
So, this is as political as Matt and I get. I mean, honest to God. But what we have to say to you is we don't care who you vote for. Please vote.
Wait. How's it go up there in Chicago? Is it vote early and vote often? Isn't that
Yes.
yeah. Right. Yeah.
Yes. And that was the news.
And who was the news brought to you by, Mike?
Oh, the news was brought to us by Belt Loops, celebrating over a century making belts work. Belts are a good invention, but let's face it, they're nothing without belt loops since 1922.
You're listening to the Coin Show Podcast with Matt Dinger and Mike Nodelman.
Oh, boy.
That was fun news. See, there was no anger there. We had no anger in the news this episode.
You like it when I don't have anger.
Well, sometimes, and that's okay.
Sometimes you like Spicy Mike too.
Spicy Mike is okay too. Yeah. No, it's both. Both are fine. They're both like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. They both have redeeming qualities.
Okay, I'm kind of worried about that, but I'll take it.
So how's things been going at the shop?
Things have been going great at the shop.
Busy? We've been busy.
We have been very, very busy. It appears that that the coin market is healthy
Yes.
and the coin shop market is healthy.
Yes.
We have been buying a ton of stuff. With gold coming down a little bit, people have been buying a ton of it.
Yes.
And one of the things about us is we never run out.
Yeah. I bought some just super crazy coins I never buy in the last 2 weeks. I bought like an $1,800 $5 gold piece in AU58, a $1,795. I mean, just like stuff that's just not normal for me to come strutting in the door.
Okay.
And I bought a big deal of national notes and stuff like that. So it's been really fun and really eventful, and I've really been enjoying the office here lately because we've been getting a lot of cool stuff.
So
and wait, and how you're the one that always picks the stuff out of 90% and change and stuff. I picked a 42/1D dime this week. That's number 18 for me. So
Attaboy.
Yep.
Russ is gonna hate you even more.
That's all right.
He has never found one.
What?
So yeah, so I mean that's been the coin business. Aaron has become America's underbidder. I'm giving him a hard time about that because it's funny because he was the underbidder on the Eidbar that broke the record for the Pantacapan.
He just lifted his finger off the bid button too early.
He was just the underbidder on the Pantacapan when it broke the Eidbar's record again. So it's just I've been giving him a hard time.
He's holding the whole ancient world on his shoulders.
Somebody's
got
to.
One bid at a time.
Yeah, one bit at a time. So one of the things that has happened in my evolution as a numismatist is that I started taking care of currency at the store because we don't have a currency guy anymore.
That's one of the hardest things in a coin shop to find is somebody that can be proficient in paper money. That's hard.
I'm really open to the idea. I mean, I always start from the standpoint of I don't know anything.
Right.
And that's the way you approach it. But there's, it's like read the green sheet, and just do your homework.
The cool thing about paper money, and this is one thing I learned a long time ago, is when you learn how to grade paper money, the cool part is it's all graded the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is not like Morgan dollars where, this coin is graded differently than this coin.
Yeah.
No, paper money is the same. It's like bolds, holes,
embossing, squishing.
Yeah.
Has it been run through an industrial squish press lately? You know, like that kind of stuff. Been bleached?
Because man, there's an awful lot of them that have.
Yes, there are. You're not kidding. But yeah, finding somebody and learning paper money is a little more difficult in some aspects.
Yeah.
You know, as far as
I already had a small token paper money collection to begin with, so I had some of the basics about it. And, you know,
the detecting of problem notes that have been fixed or pressed or worked on is harder than it is with coins.
That is going to be the lesson for me, and really what's going to be the biggest piece of work.
Yeah, it's much harder than coins to do that, but in some aspects it's a lot easier because, like I said, the grading is fairly simple. It's a lot less nuanced than it is coins. So yeah, it's
So I just bought an $5
Chief
Indianapolis National and tried to sell it to Matt, and he wanted too much money for it. So
yeah, you can't.
I'm
you can't
well
really,
on my way.
You can't really sell that to the guy that makes the market for those for more than he sells them for.
No, but it's an Indianapolis National. So what am I going to do with it? I give it away.
There you go. Find a kid.
Make the market for me.
Yeah. Oh. But yeah, you're going to have to keep us posted on how your paper money journey is going. And maybe you can drag us along with you a little bit. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
I think people would enjoy that. I know I would.
Also wanted to let people know that in our Friends of the Coin Show podcast group,
yes,
Jack Young had asked a question about, where the NNP symposium video was.
Yeah, we need to get that out.
I posted it. I posted a link to it. So if you want to go there and watch my presentation to the NMP symposium on the Making of the Coin Show podcast, it's up there in all its glory for everybody to see.
And if I think about it, maybe in a day or two, I'll send that out on all the other forums of our show as well. That way we can just have more content for people because, why not?
Yeah.
Okay, buddy. Well, are you ready to check out what our listeners think are their coolest things? Because I love this segment. This is my favorite thing we do on the show. We've been doing this for a long time now, and I am just stoked to take a look.
I'm sorry. I want to interrupt you for 1 second.
Go interrupt away.
Do you realize that this is our anniversary show?
Anniversary show. May 27th.
13 years.
13 years we've been doing this show. God. How have you not killed me yet?
Oh, I mean,
I
think we're doing both well.
I've been making fun of you for being old for 13 years. Like,
yes, you have.
At some point, you would.
And I've been getting and fulfilling that more and more.
Yes, you have. We should we should post I'm going to post a side by side later of like our first video show to now, which was like episode 157, maybe. So I
think you're going to look older than me.
I might. I've got some grays going here, but you have ascended to the pinnacle of what I call the Arctic fox. You are an attractive man with a lot of white hair. So
I do have a lot of white hair. To be really honest with you, I wish it would all just go white. I really do. When I dyed it pink a couple of years ago, I was done. When I was done, I dyed it gray, and I liked it.
Okay.
It really looked good.
Yeah. Oh, see, somebody in the chat just said lace is the traditional gift for 13th anniversary. So, Mike, I'll tell you what, I'm going to send you a negligee.
Woohoo! I'm going to make Russ wear it.
Yeah. Oh, hey. Oh, but anyways, let's check out what
Now let's get back to the subject.
Let's quit this goofing around.
Is their coolest thing on Friends of the Coin Show podcast, or is it on?
It is on. Oh, so if you guys want to participate in this, we post it a few days before the show airs on Friends of the Coin Show on Facebook. Now, this is a Facebook group that you can join that is full of people that love this show and that love to talk about coins and want to hang out with us, and we just love that group. So it's one of my favorite places that we have on the internet. Let's get started. I'm going to go ahead and pull it up here and let me make sure everything is lined up well so that everybody can see it. I'm going to adjust it a little bit here. Please bear with me, guys. We want you to be able to see everything in its glory. Okay. I think we are good to go. So I'm going to start scrolling.
Go for it.
First up, Matt Porus says, these are the coolest things in my collection, $20 and $100 motion picture money. I've seen these before. Whoa. Hey there. What's going on? Where are you going?
They are really cool.
They're interesting. Yeah, they do make these for motion pictures, believe it or not.
Mhm. Anytime you see notes on a screen, they're either this or real. It's one or the other.
Oh, Facebook just decided it did not like me anymore all of a sudden. Let me get back to the friends group here.
So yeah, he has a $20 and a $100 note. Both really cool, and they really do resemble the actual thing.
Yep. Hold on. Wait. Let's just pause for a second. I need you to fill for
Matt also
30.
Matt also complimented me on my new sponsors, so he gets a big kudos from me.
Oh boy. Facebook just decided it hates me all of a sudden. Hold on.
That's okay.
There we go.
Says you've called Mike old too.
It is. I think Facebook is punishing me for saying that you're old. I mean, I'm not lying, but
what does that say?
Okay. Here we go. I got her back. I clicked on the picture and it just decided it was done with having me do anything with that. So here it is. Okay, there we go. There's a 20. And they do say for motion picture use only, in copy we trust, which I think is kind of funny. We actually see these getting passed from time to time. And it's unfortunate.
Somebody takes one of these, they ought to be.
It happens. It does happen. So then friend of the show, the Slab Daddy Isaiah Hageman, says, this is definitely the coolest thing I'm putting up on the wall. I've got 3 consecutive serial number ones, and these are 1927 Weimar Republic bonds, I believe. Yeah, treasury bills. So
these are during the hyperinflation, right?
Yeah, Weimar Republic. Well, this was kind of before they got hyperinflated, I think.
Okay.
It's hard to say.
Yeah, this is from the period between World Wars I and II.
Yes, it is. And these are bonds.
Oh, and then he has, and now something from the Slab King, unique, never before seen.
Oh, there's more. But wait, there's more.
Wait,
okay.
These are Gators, number 1, Team Mom Marcy, and number 1 Coach Paul. These are really old PCGS sample slabs.
So somebody had these made specifically to like as a gift or something.
By PCGS.
Yeah, that's cool. I mean, you know, these slab guys are kind of nuts for these strange, weird slabs. So those are definitely meet that category of strange and weird.
And speaking of strange and weird,
yes,
Dave Nelson posted not him.
Man. Yeah, I met Dave at Central States.
Yes.
He was lucky enough to stop by and say hi, and I threw something at him, and he decided he was going to use that as his coolest thing. One of the 100 sample slabs that we have. Only 100, and then we have a few left. Not too many, but you have to kind of find us somehow in person to get one. So
they're very cool.
They are cool. It pays to come up to us at a show, say hi, introduce yourself.
Tell us why you listen.
You might get some goodies. We have them. Jack Riley says, picked up this 1921D Walker for $10 in a bin at a pawn shop. Now that, my friend, is a heck of a $10 buy.
Yes, it is.
Because that coin, even in low grade, is probably still a $150 coin or so. Yeah. Heck yeah.
Yeah, even in good.
Yeah. This coin's AG, but yeah, AG. But still, I mean, you know, north of $100 for certain.
Mm-hmm.
Heck yeah.
Dennis Mendoza, proud owner of this 1859 O Eagle. So it's $10 gold.
$10 gold.
PCGS certified XF45.
Very cool. I love that kind of mid-range gold. It's just super cool stuff, especially New Orleans. Very cool. Let's see here. Bob Brock says, picked this up a while back. Only 3,004 minted in 1939. Although over a number of years, this was a regularly minted commem series, so the total is much higher. It is still cool to know that you have one of 3,004 and a green bean to boot. Only 73,000 minted for all years after the initial mintage of 131,000. So he shows us 1939D Oregon Trail, 50-cent piece, and NGC MS67 with a CAC sticker. The coin looks like it is a nice blast white coin.
Well, it's MS67.
Well, it can be 67 and not be white, but this one looks
but
fairly white.
It's gonna be exceptional at MS67 no matter what.
Certainly.
So, yeah, this coin really kind of surprised me because I did not realize that they made them for as long as they did. They made them for like 13 or 14.
Yeah, you can actually put a set of these together, which is kind of crazy. People do it. They're registry
I would
sets.
much rather do that than a complete set of commems.
Oh yeah, pick one of the commems that they made for several years and put a whole set together, like the.
Yeah, but I mean, this one is an attractive coin too.
Right. Yeah, that's true. That's true. You could put together a whole set of these and not be
people
upset.
put together sets of Bookers, and yeah, it's great. I got 25 Booker T. Washingtons. That's super.
Yeah.
Joe Bohannon. I'm really pooping on everybody's coins today.
Joey
Joe
B.
Bohannon, you can find them in VG and below. You can find them in MS63 and above, but middle grades are exceedingly rare. And he is correct.
Yes, he is.
Say 1921D in VF20 and 21 plain in XF40.
And I think down here he shows us their tree view pictures. Make sure you guys can see those. Yeah, a little off center. That's okay.
Those are nice coins.
Yeah, they're just hard to find like that. Like he's exactly right. Those coins were either like worn out to death, like the 21D that we saw up there at the top, which is just fine. That's what they were around during the Depression. They did their jobs. But finding them in these middle grades is tough because the coins are either worn out or somebody saved them. There's
it's funny to me that if you think about the coins, the key dates that went through the Depression, what you end up with a bunch of them in mid state and a bunch of them in AG.
That's exactly right.
Not a whole lot in the middle.
You're not wrong.
Malcolm McGaw, not a rare coin, but quite nice condition for a fairly large silver from almost 120 years ago. This rupee was issued for use in a small Portuguese Indian enclave of Goa.
Wait, what?
Or of Goa. I'm sorry. Goa was only incorporated into India in 1967.
That'd be like, go away.
I think that's what they were saying.
Yeah, pretty much. That's cool. That's a cool coin. It's a Portuguese obverse and then a Portuguese India reverse. A Portuguese style obverse. I say Portuguese, but obviously it's from Goa, Portuguese India, which.
Well, I mean, it was a Portuguese enclave. It's it was part of Portugal.
Yeah, it has the very Portuguese. Like when I'm sorting world coins, that's one of the things I look at. You see the Portuguese shield with the crown on it, and you see Carlos over there on their issues. So they didn't change very much, obviously. The India Portuguese on the top obviously tells you that it's Portuguese India instead of regular Portugal. But for all intents and purposes, it looks like a lot of the circulating coinage of Portugal in that period. So cool piece. Jack Smith says,
Dr. Jack Smith,
this is a cool so-called dollar from a kind of cool collection. Let's check it out.
Kind of cool collection.
So this is a 1876 Centennial Exposition so-called dollar. And this is actually the official medal of the Centennial Exposition, if you didn't know that. But the coolest part is it comes from a collection that you might have heard of, which was the Eliasberg collection. Eliasberg is kind of the somewhat modern day. I don't know what the right thing to say about Eliasberg is. The king of coins.
He is the Michael Jordan of coins.
Okay, that's a good one. Yeah, that's a good one. It's not the Scottie Pippen or the Dennis Rodman. He's the Michael Jordan, right?
He's the Michael Jordan.
Yep. So Eliasberg attempted and nearly succeeded. He didn't succeed.
Oh, he did succeed.
Oh, yes, that's right. He did succeed in completing a complete set of United States coinage up until I forget the date. But this must have been one of the extra bits and bobs that he had in his collection, because I'm fairly sure he did not attempt to put together a set of so-called dollars.
You never know.
That's true. He might have. I don't know. I've never seen it, but they obviously exist because this coin exists, and we are looking at it. So very cool coin, Dr. Smith.
So
Thank you so much.
anything that came out of his collection is going to be premium.
Yes. Yeah.
Joshua Wright, 1899 British trade dollar I picked up from a dealer I've been working for. Basically cost me an afternoon of working at a coin show, which was a good price to me. I'd say so.
Heck yeah. Those are cool. Those are they kind of serve the same notion that our trade dollars did during that time, but these were a little bit later. They continued issuing these for trade in the Orient, in the Middle East, up through the early 1900s. So yeah, that's a cool piece. Brian Bass, friend of the show, says bought and sold a few weeks ago 1884 CC GSA MS65 PL with a CAC sticker. How often do you see a PL GSA with a CAC sticker? So let's take a look. I'm not going to play the video because I don't know if there's any music or anything. We can get copyrighted for that one. So, but I will take a look at the coin.
You don't see a lot of GSAs, that look like this.
Yeah, the coin is PL. You can see from the image. And the way you can tell that this coin is PL from the image is you see the contrast between the fields and the bust, the face. You can actually see there is kind of what we call the black and white. Right across the forehead, you can see the difference between the black field and the white design. And that a lot of the times it indicates that a coin is PL. And you can use that if you're looking at images of coins to kind of get that idea. We posted a bigger picture.
Something to keep in mind with these is that even if you notice how black and white this one is, it's still only proof like.
It's still only proof like. They come much, much more black and white.
It takes an absolute monster to get a DMPL.
Yep. Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
And Brian also shared his and also this little beauty, 1868, 3-cent silver, proof 65, CAC in an old green holder.
I'm going to play this video because I don't think, yeah, there we go. Let me see if I can't make it any bigger for you guys. I'm trying to make it bigger for you.
Well, that's big. I mean, that's pretty good size.
That's too big. I'm going. Here we go. That's good enough. Let me give this a shot. Okay, proof 65 and a CAC sticker. It's in an old green label holder. Oops. Gotta quit hitting buttons so you guys can see this video. It's a proof trime. I mean, it's got a lot of proof surfaces with the star being kind of frosty. It's got some color on it, which is not unusual for those. Those coins come with color. A lot of the proof trimes were stored. They come with a lot of battleship gray, kind of blue, purples. Those are the colors you see on proof trimes most of the time. So looks like a nice coin.
I wonder if that's due to the change in composition.
It's possible. I'm not quite sure, but I do know that is the color scheme that I am most.
Yeah, it's very common with the proof ones.
Yeah. So here's a picture of it. You can see what I'm talking about. It has that kind of almost like a really like dark blue kind of color to it. You see that on 3-cent silver's proofs almost every time. I mean, if I had to pick a color that coin would have on it, it would be that kind of like denim blue or indigo.
Denim blue. I think that's perfect because that's really what it is.
Yeah, it's like indigo color.
Very vibrant blue.
Yeah. Yep. Jody Dotson said, finally got a couple of Binion dollars. And yes, you did. A 1922 and a 1923 Binion dollar. These are cool. The story with Binion is actually one of the more interesting stories with coin hoards.
He hoarded a lot of things.
He did. Well, his dad was kind of like a mobster. He was a connected fella, and he was kind of a rich kid who worked in a casino. He liked to party. He had his vices. And one of the things he really liked to do was to stash away silver. So much so that he actually dug a bunker out in the middle of the Nevada desert and put in millions of dollars worth of silver in the form of silver dollars, 90%, and assorted other things, bars. And then he met an untimely demise at the hands of some friends who were after his Lucky Charms, if you will. And then they did not know where the bunker was, if I remember correctly, or couldn't haul it out. But anyways, his collection was encapsulated by NGC and then marketed as the Binion Collection. So
Maximizing every dollar.
every single dollar was maximized out of the Binion Horde. But you know what? With a guy with that kind of history, I wouldn't expect anything else.
Well, look, Binion also had the horseshoe out in front of the casino.
Yeah, Binion's horseshoe.
$110,000 bills in it.
That's correct.
So you can go and you can get your picture taken with $1 million.
That's right.
Jason Noland, here is my challenge coin I got when I completed the Air Assault School. I always have it with me and won a few beers because another Screaming Eagle didn't have theirs on them. So challenge coins are something that are coming up very often with the Coin Show podcast, aren't they?
I kind of like this idea. I would think it would be cool to get some of these made for our show. Like if we, yeah, hint, hint, nudge, nudge, nod, nod. You charge $10 or $15 for them, and if people are out there and they have one in their pocket, you can say, "Hey, let me see your coin." And if they don't have it, guess what?
Your time.
That guy's buying. That guy's buying dinner or drinks or whatever it is. So interesting idea. We might get them done. I don't know. We've been kicking around the idea. I like it. But that's where the inspiration came from. If we do get them done. It was because of that post right there, Jason, that gave us the idea. So thank you very much. Corey Scherer. Dear Corey, the Fuzz.
Fuzzy.
Shrek himself. He looks like Shrek.
Easy donkey.
Says to us, snag this super cool addition to my Northwest Ohio Civil War token collection. This is housed in an NGC MS-63 Brown holder. The token is from West Jefferson, Ohio, and was issued by John Tressler, who owned a country store. This unincorporated community is in Williams County near the Indiana line, and if you blink, you will miss it. He loves the barrel on the back. So let's take a look at his neat Civil War token. So it says West Jefferson, WMS, Williams County, Ohio. Okay. And then it says John Tressler Grocery Store, 1863. And then on the other side, which is what he likes,
Child's One Penny Barrel.
Child's One Penny Barrel. So that was those barrel candies. You know the ones I'm talking about? They still make them. They taste like root beer. Yeah, that's what that was for.
Well, do you also realize that in these old-timey stores, they would have barrels with
children in them? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Well, no, I'd love to say that, but no, they have large scents in barrels.
Yeah, they would. That was one way they transported.
I don't know
them.
why, but they did.
Well, that was one way that they transported them. We're so used to bags nowadays or ballistic bags. Well, it used to be kegs. The mint would put coins in wooden kegs and send them out to the different places that needed them. So,
draft large scents.
Yep.
Vince Gergaitis, high grade CAC endorsed Liberty Double Eagle. So this one's a nice 20 lib, 1899, 65 plus.
Ooh, that was pretty. It looks like it's flashy.
On that thing.
She looks flashy from the picture.
Yar.
Love it. Ash Dobbs sends us a French coin. FP'd? I don't know if that's how you say it. France FP'd. Anyways, it's an FR 284 Charles V. And
so maybe this is a Piedfort.
Piedfort? No, I don't know. That's something that I expected to see a lot later. Those were kind of like
I don't know,
specimen patterns and stuff. I'm sure. Well, see, back then they had all sorts of funky different denominations that they used.
And a pied in French is a foot.
Okay, so it's a F foot.
Sure, the French foot.
He says, nice hammered gold coin of Charles V of France made during the 100 Years' War. So I'm trying to get that picture back up.
Jason Weidman, my short snorters. This is just a small sample.
Those are cool. Short snorters are super neat. Short snorters. Have you done a lot of research into short snorters?
I haven't done a lot of research into them.
It's probably the coolest name in all of numismatics.
Yes, and I've participated in a couple of them already.
Yes, we have done that.
I mean, they're neat and they're fun. I think it's a really cool way to get a lot of people to take part in, just a historical kind of event.
Yeah, or like these guys were just these were all done during World War II. These guys were all buddies, and they were all serving
Well, yeah,
together.
they knew
and,
that they'd probably never see each other again.
right.
I mean, they'd literally put their lives in each other's hands.
Yeah, so they wanted.
They were very close, and
they wanted something to take a trip down memory lane 20 years later. So that was
these are my buds.
Yeah, this was Tex, and this was these were the guys. So yeah, that's why they did these. Very, very cool. Thank you so much for showing that tonight. Let me get to the next one here. Ernesto Aguilar says, just got these today. Royal Mint sure knows how to package a coin. And it looks like he got the Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry 1 ounce silver proof coin. Ernesto, my friend, you are a nerd.
He
through
is.
And through.
He's our kind of nerd.
Through and through, and I love it. So thank you so much for showing us this.
I like the Hogwarts coins.
Don't let my kid see it. He loves Harry Potter. I will have to buy him one if he knows it exists. And if you show it to him, I will hit you. Just saying. Oh, it's got Harry on it. Yeah,
Eric Bethard.
Sorry, I'm just still
probably late again on this one.
Hold on. Wait, I got to get through the rest of Ernesto's stuff. He showed us 4 coins, actually.
I'm sorry. I thought you were...
There's a Hogwarts coin, a Harry Potter coin, a Dumbledore, Professor Dumbledore coin.
Well, which Dumbledore?
Albus Dumbledore.
The first one?
Albus Dumbledore.
Or Michael Gambon.
Oh boy. And then they have Hogwarts Express. Yeah, if my kid sees these, I am in deep, deep duty. Ernesto, don't you dare. Don't you dare.
I'm going to send him an email. Eric Bethard. Okay, I'm probably late again.
Nope, you made it.
This one. But here it is. A very strong 1956 D repunch mint mark found in a bag of, quote, unsearched wheat cents.
Holy macaroni.
Found, I'm guessing they truly are somewhat unsearched.
Mike, holy macaroni. Somebody actually sent us a wheat cent with a legitimate repunch mint mark. Can you believe it? This is a 56 D over D cent. It is a legitimate over mint mark. Awesome. We get a lot of emails from people that have been watching.
It's not a wannabe.
Right.
It's not a pretend to be.
Yep. We get a lot of emails and private messages from folks that have been watching some of the other coin content out there in the world that is not great. Some guy digging around in his couch, finding coins that have been hit with a hammer and telling you that they're errors. This is not one of those. This is a legitimate coin, a D over D. Even though the picture's upside down, you can still see it. Very cool. Good find. Good find.
And last but not least.
How does he always last?
I don't know. I personally think that he's got some kind of an in somewhere. But
no, not at all. I shut these down, like a day before the show. Just going.
So this is the latest eBay offering unattributed. It attributes as a Maris 56 and Camel Head struck over Connecticut Con FC error.
Wait. Jack actually brought us real coins this time, buddy. I don't know if you know. Knowing Jack the way I know him, I know that he is also what we consider to be an EAC weenie.
Yes.
That's what I call those guys. Not necessarily. It's a term of endearment, but he does love his early American copper and colonials, which this is one of those. And this is actually really kind of a cool piece.
It is. And this one is real, you're saying?
Well, what it is it's in a New Jersey colonial that was struck over a Connecticut colonial. And you can see in the middle of the shield there, you can see the bottom of the shoulder wear here, and then you can see the bottom of the chin. And then up above the shield along the rim, you can see the ONNEC of Connecticut. So it was actually one colonial struck over the other. So
it was struck over an error because it's a CONNFC.
CONNFC. Okay, so yeah, that might be the variety.
That's the variety.
Yeah. Back then
he says the Connecticut is punch linked to the Fujio set through the F punch.
Okay, so they use the same punch to strike the letters in each. So let's see if we can pick it up on the back here. The back is not as easy. You can see the lib on the right-hand side of the coin. You can see the part of the T, but other than that, and then in the head of the horse, you can actually see the sprig that the lady's holding on the reverse. But other than that, it's kind of hard to pick up. And that's why these colonials are really interesting and fun to kind of dive into, because there's a lot of weird stuff that happens.
Wait a minute. Hold on a second.
Holding on a second.
Well, I mean, okay, I see it. These are 2 coins.
There's 2 coins. On the right-hand side, he's showing us the undertype.
That's what took me a second. I'm looking at it. It's like, wait a minute. It's got a hole in one side. It doesn't have a hole in the other side.
Right.
And I see the obverse.
The coin on the left-hand side is a single coin that does have a hole in it, but on the right-hand side is what is called the undertype, or basically the part, the die variety that's underneath.
He showed that to us to illustrate what we can see on the other coin.
Correct. And that's where Jack's really good at doing is
Welcome to the room, Mike. There you go.
He's really good at doing that. He does these kind of side-by-sides all the time when he's showing me stuff, and we're kind of bouncing ideas off of each other.
It is really cool the way he does this, though, because I like that. You can really, really see it when you put the 2 next to each other.
He was showing me a coin the other day that he said, I think this coin is fake because it matches this other known fake. And I was like, I don't know. That might be the original that they copied it from. Because the coin itself is actually, if you didn't show me your side-by-side of the marks, I would say that's a real coin. So,
they had to get it from somewhere.
Yeah, that's we bounce stuff back and forth off each other on stuff like that sometimes.
I love Jack's work.
Yes.
I celebrate the man's entire catalog.
I do too. Very, very, very good at what he does.
Yes, and he is definitely an asset to this hobby.
Yes, he is. Well, sir, that's it. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with us tonight. Well, I just got everything screwed up. Look at me.
Matt Porus was complimentary on our new sponsor. He says the new sponsors always make me laugh. That's the point.
That's the point. Hold on.
I'm trying to make Matt laugh every single time.
I broke the show, Mike. Hold on 1 second.
Again?
I did.
It's twice in one night.
I know. Hold on. I got to bring us back. Did it work?
Oh, God.
Okay, we're back.
It's dark in here.
Okay.
Oh,
okay.
there it is.
Wait, I can cut this, so just go. That was a heck of a show.
Yes, it was.
It was.
That was
so fun. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us tonight. You guys are amazing. All of you that just decided you were going to come hang out with us on a Monday night, you guys are awesome. We wanted to go yesterday. We were having some internet issues, but it looks like they're all fixed. So here we are. Thank you guys so much.
So we will be here, and we'll be here
13 years. I can't believe it. 13 years.
13 years we've been doing this, and people still watch.
That's nuts.
We haven't made them mad yet. So thank you to everybody for showing up. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for sending in your coolest things.
Yes.
Well, thank you to everybody for listening, because without that, this entire show is pointless.
Yes. 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 Hey, there's Jack. Jack just said cool show as always. Thank you, Jack, for hanging out with us tonight.
Thanks, Jack. So thanks to our staff. Thanks, Ernesto. Thanks to Corey. Thanks to Russ. Thanks to Justin. And thanks to Barry, the unnamed source.
Yeah. Yeah. You guys
we
all
have a quiz coming for you the next show.
Oh, don't you do it. I hate these things.
I'm giving you a heads up.
It's fine.
It's all coin show stuff.
Okay, so I need to brush up on my coin show stuff. Got it. No, I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to wing it. Yeah, we'll see what happens.
I've already taken the quiz.
Oh, boy.
There is a score that you're going to have.
How come you don't have to do it live on the show, though? How come you have to do it
it's way more fun when you do it live on the show.
How do we know that it's not more fun when you do it on the show live? Because
I get too many right.
It's always me. It's always me.
Yeah. I know. It's great. All right. So thanks everybody. And thank you, Matt.
Thanks, Mike.
We'll talk to you next time on episode 221 of the Coin Show Podcast.
You've been listening to the Coin Show Podcast with Matt Dinger and Mike Nodelman. Tune in next time when the boys bring you another exciting episode. You can find them wherever you get your podcasts, on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, on our website at www.coinshowradio.com. You can also join our private Facebook group where everyone sees every post. Just search Facebook for Friends of the Coin Show and ask to join. If you'd like more, you can become a subscriber on Facebook or join our Patreon at www.patreon.com/thecoinshow. If you sign up at the $5 month level or higher, you'll have access to exclusive content on patreon.com on the off weeks, including the Not the Coin Show podcast. Thanks for listening to the longest running coin podcast in the world of numismatics. This has been the one and only, the original. This has been the Coin Show podcast.
Let's hang out for a few minutes, buddy. You want to?
Sure.
I gotta finalize this recording real quick. Beep, bop, boop. Hey, there we go. Hey, everybody's back. Hey, guys, we're still here. We're gonna hang out and say hi, everybody, for a little bit. Man, the tech has really been a struggle bus tonight. Man, I have had moving screens around, and 1 second, I'll get this fixed. Where is it? Oh, video feed. There it is. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, see that goes there, and then got to make the bottom bar visible. There we go. Show set. Okay, there we go. Do they check their chat? Yes, we do. Hello.
Yeah. So, Ronald, to answer your question, there already has been an enhanced reverse proof ASE.
Yeah, they did it in 2012?
19.
2020? Oh, 2020. I was thinking of the
19. They did it in the Pride of Two Nations set.
enhanced uncirculated?
It was enhanced reverse proof.
Enhanced reverse proof. Okay, I'm sorry. You're the guy on that stuff, not me, buddy.
Yeah, they defer to me like that in the shop too. So yeah, it was
As they
enhanced
should.
reverse proof. They did an enhanced uncirculated in 2013. They did an enhanced reverse proof in 2019.
There you go. From the source.
Did both an S mint and a W mint. The S mint is a mintage of 10,000. The W mint is a mintage of 100,000, and the S mint sells for about 10 times what the W mint sells for. I have 2 of the W's.
There you go.
0 of the S's.
There you go. Heck yeah. Man, I'm really still kind of mad at Ernesto. I'm just glad my kid doesn't know about those yet. Maybe it'll be a birthday. His birthday's coming up.
There you go.
I'll get him one of each. He'll love them.
There you go. See?
Thanks, Ernesto. See, I went from hating you to loving you in 30 seconds. They do occasionally.
Okay.
It's about their bedtime now, so.
Yeah.
I'm sure my wife's
safe with this.
I'm sure my wife's out there chasing them around right now, trying to get them to go to bed. And here I am. Normally we do this on a Saturday night, so the next day is not a school day. So they're usually like waiting on me when we get done.
Yeah, I was always impressed by that.
And it's a school night tonight. They got one more week left, pal. One more week.
And then you turn them loose on your wife for the summer.
That's right. Ronald says he thought someone said 2023 was coming. So are they doing any weird finishes that you know of?
Okay, so they are doing a reverse proof peace dollar and a reverse proof Morgan this year.
No, but that's it. Like, what about the eagle finishes? Do we know if there's any fancy schmancy eagle finishes?
Nothing that has hit the schedule yet.
Oh, well, we can pull it up probably, right?
Yeah, no, absolutely. You can look all you want, but you won't find it.
I'm just Googling here. Get the old Google
What I
machine
hate
out.
is the fact that they'll put stuff on that schedule and then they'll scrap it.
Yeah, that can be really annoying. I've seen that before. Well, you know what? I'm going to pull this up. Let's just take a look at some of the stuff that's on the Mint website right now. Let's just do that while we're here. You want to?
Why not?
Why not? Yeah, let's just take a look here. Let me get this lined up straight so everybody can see it well. There we go. Bingo, bango. They have... So they have the subscriptions are sold out for the 1 ounce proof 2023 W's. They have a 1 ounce gold burnish coin, not available, but $2,870. What the heck are these? Oh, the ornaments, the Christmas ornaments. I wonder how many of these they sell every year. Women on quarters, Christmas ornaments. They can't sell very many.
You're only going to get one. You don't even get to pick which one.
Wait, what?
I think it's Bessie Coleman. That's the one you get.
No, well, the picture has all 5.
Oh, okay. That's new because they didn't do that with the national parks.
Weird. You just got a random one?
Well, no, they did one for the year. They just did one.
Oh, one coin. Okay, I see what you're talking about. I see what you're talking about. Huh. And then it looks like just kind of the standard stuff.
Yeah, it's just real standard fare.
The 2022 Platinum Proof Freedom of Speech coin. It's got
they've been doing the Constitution on the back of the proof platinum coins.
That's okay. I mean, freedom of speech has Liberty Blossoms on it. I think they could have gone a little bit different direction with that. Because Liberty Blossoms, while they do mean liberty, have not. I mean, it's kind of a stretch to put that together with freedom of speech. Yeah. We have to get the Met Director back on, talk to her about some of this stuff. I don't like it.
Good luck.
Yeah, I think we about to burn that bridge.
I don't think that she's coming back.
Yeah, well, you know what?
Have her.
I do believe that my table at the World's Fair of Money is right across from where they have all of those people.
Charmer again.
I might walk up to her and say, hello.
You met my partner Mike last year.
Yeah, he was a fella. He's a guy. He asked some tough questions. Went off the script a little.
I did not.
I'm just giving you trouble. Jason Nolan says, Mike, I am a Peace Tower guy. What do you think about the ones being released and how the Mint will handle it? What do you think about that?
About the which being released?
The Peace Towers.
Oh.
Do you like them? Do you hate them? Do you think the Mint's going to screw them up? What do you think?
I think that we don't need a reverse proof. I think that we don't need a Morgan dollar going forward.
Yeah.
And yet, here we are. So, I have to tell you, I'm not the biggest fan of that idea. I think that they're going to beat this horse until it kills itself.
Well, I mean, I can't say I don't agree with you.
There's no reason for them to stop now. Now that they've started making them, as an annual thing, there's no reason.
Right. News Maniac on YouTube says, good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Love that name.
From Smoky, Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Love watching your podcast, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with us, joining us tonight from Smoky, Edmonton. I've been watching that. It looks not fun. A lot of wildfires going on up there right now.
Yes. Yeah, and it's the only time of year when it gets warm up there, and
so the woods are on fire. Is that what you're telling me? Did you just go there?
What?
Okay, no, it's not. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were making a joke.
No, I wasn't making a joke. I'm being serious.
Okay.
It's the only time of year when it's warm up there. I mean,
my brain just immediately went to
permafrost.
My brain just immediately went to it's the only time it's warm up there is when the woods are on fire.
No,
that's terrible, and I'm so sorry that my brain.
I mean, it's not that I'm not capable of that comment, but I just didn't say it.
I don't know why. It's been a long day. I've had a long day, so that might be why my brain went there. But yeah, so guys, we do have the World's Fair money coming up in August. Did you get the approval to go? Are you going?
I am probably not going now, particularly with us being another man short in the shop. So chances are no. But if you're going to summer seminar week 1, I will be there.
You're going to be at the summer seminar. Which week? 1 or 2?
1.
You're going to be there week 1. So if you guys are going to summer seminar,
grading 2.
Ooh, grading 2 is a fun class.
Yeah. Steve Feltner and David McCarthy.
That'll be a good class. So yeah, if you guys are going to summer seminar week number 1, you're going to be with Mike. He will be around. I've heard that he is a blast to hang out with.
Come sit with me in the cafeteria. I mean, it's like I try and sit with different people all the time.
Yeah, say hi. So, Jack Riley, great show, guys. Hey, thank you, Jack. We really appreciate it. Thank you for hanging out. It makes it all worthwhile. We just enjoy hearing things like that from you guys. News Maniac says, we wait all winter to go outside, and now we're forced inside because of the smoke. That sucks. I'm sorry.
So it's like one of my favorite YouTubers is up in Edmonton.
Okay.
So it's
It's rough up there right now. I've been
Yes.
kind of keeping track of it, so it stinks. Sorry to hear that. Well, sir, this was fun. You guys are awesome again. Thank you so much for hanging out with us, Mike.
yeah, thanks. This was fun.
Another show in the books. Mike. Jason says Mike should have a challenge coin. Maybe he will.
Maybe
Put his mug,
13 years.
13 years today, right? Like-
No, I don't know about that. I think it was last week,
Okay.
but still, it's mid-May. Because I look at how long we've had the Facebook page.
You know what? I'm going to do that thing I was talking about. I'm going to try to do it right now. I'm going to put up let's see if I can go to our website, which I'm going to be rebuilding this website before too much longer, you guys. If you haven't checked it out, probably should. Let me see if I can find the first episode.
No matter what happens with the website, you'll always be able to find our episodes.
That's true. Yes. YouTube.com, Facebook. Actually, every video we put out is up on the website. I just discovered this.
Yes.
I am looking at them all. Wow, I did something right.
The one.
I did something right for once. And, put our videos.
I mean, other than hire me, yeah.
Well, you're not paid. It's not
Okay.
a paid.
Bring me on. Whatever.
I hopped in a boat with you, basically.
You did.
Okay. Let's see. 150, 149. 149 was the first show that we did on the internet. So let's see. Let's get it pulled up here. Let me get it full screen. Okay. Wow, that looks terrible. Holy cow. Oh, what? Oh my gosh. Look at you. You, sir. I have no gray in my beard. Look at this. You have no gray. Okay.
No, I have no gray in my beard, just like the Spicy Mike's bottle.
Yeah, right? Yeah, that's where I got the picture from. But look at this. I've got this. Shut up.
My puppy in my arms.
Yeah. Okay. I gotta clear this out of here so that we can see our beautiful faces. Oh my gosh, look at me. So this was the first show that we did as a stream or as a video. I don't think we streamed it. No, we recorded this and then uploaded it is what we did. You remember that?
Yeah.
Look at that. You got a sheet hanging behind you and my office is nice and clean and not full of junk.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. And we switched sides too.
Yeah, we did.
We did. But look at your hair. Your hair is all brown. There's not a single bit of white in it. When was this episode? Let me see when this was released.
Like 3 years ago, probably.
Get out of this full screen.
Mike should let his hair grow long.
Oh, that'd be cool. I think so too. Let's see when this video was uploaded. It was uploaded 3 years ago. Yep. On October 25th, 2019 is the first time we put any video content out as
So 3.5 years.
Yeah. Wow.
Video content.
Wow.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. Look at where we are now. My office is full of junk. Mike's doesn't have a sheet anymore, and he's a lot grayer. I am too, though. I'm getting a little few down here. So
just wait, dude. Your turn is
I
coming.
know. Well, I know. I think I want to second that. I think Mike should have long hair. I love that idea. Nice ponytail.
I think Matt should have long hair.
I had long hair, and one
You do?
day, no, I did.
I grew up in the 70s,
Well, that's
remember?
true. Okay, yeah. You were.
I'm a kid who went during his sophomore year in high school to the barber, had him take 2 inches off my hair, and when I got my ID picture taken 3 days later, it was still down to my shoulders.
Wow.
I didn't realize it until I had the picture taken. That really kind of woke me up to it. It's
Wow.
like, yeah.
You were smoking doobs with the Doobie Brothers.
It was the 70s.
Oh, and on that, we got to go. All right. You guys are awesome. I love you guys. Mike, love you, buddy. We'll see you guys later. Have a wonderful evening. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight.